Hey guys, this is Kirob speaking, and in today's little dev update we are going to take a look at how the port of Automation 2 Unreal 4 is going. And as I told you in the last little dev update, we had an internal milestone set to basically be done with the engine designer before Christmas. That didn't quite work out, but very closely. So I want to show you how things have been going and what is still missing, but also what cool new stuff we have added in regards to UI and so on. So things have been going pretty well, and we are about, I would say, 1 week delayed. And now we are enjoying a little bit of holidays. We are off between the 24th, which was yesterday, until the 2nd of January. So 3rd of January we are back in office and resuming work on automation. So let's take a look at what happened here. Sandbox mode, yes, and I've made this little engine. There are a few little things I want to show to you. And the first one would be that we have decided to split up the various designs into V60 and V90, because now we have V6s and V8s in 90 degrees. But one more thing which is really cool is that, as you can see, there's no more flat plane. And no, it isn't gone, but rather we have moved this because it didn't fit in anywhere here. We moved this here because there is room for the crank. So there is a flat plane selection for the crank. And if I just open this little menu, and oh yeah, you can see what parts you're deactivating here. So we take off this one, we take off this one, and we take off the sump and the airbox. Yes. Alright, so here you have your standard crossplane crank, and we can switch it out to a flat plane crank, and that does work on the fly, basically. So if you take a listen, alright, there we have that one, and now let's compare it. Okay, so you see everything is working as it's supposed to be, and yeah, the piston speeds are very slow right now. We might make them a little bit faster, and maybe even add a menu option which is completely ridiculous and stupid to show them at actual like realistic speeds, which means that in idle you will basically not be able to see them. And so yes, that's this. And what more has changed? Well, the UI is mostly done. We do have the turbochargers still missing. That's the biggest thing that is still missing, but they still require their art, and that wasn't planned for this milestone either. So the calculations, of course, are still there, but yeah, that's not something we have added just yet. So things in here are going pretty well, and now let me show to you the graphs and stuff, because a lot of work has been done to those. While it still needs some, it still definitely does need some polishing, things have been polished up a little bit and added functionality, like in this tool, and we have decided to add a proper notification system too, which is somewhat done, but not implemented fully yet. So basically everything is in place, but things aren't hooked up yet. And the notification system, you see, will be down here. I've written up quite a significant amount of warnings, so it will be much more detailed what is going on in the engine. And this here, you will be wondering, what are these numbers? Well, a lot improved compared to normal automation as well, and best I can show you what happens when I just go in here and change. We are revving pretty high, yes. So you see the valve float here and knocking, and the various stress levels depending on RPM and torque. So we are revving up to 7,400, and if we increase the stroke, you can see a few things here. The lower number is completely new to you and is a great addition so that you don't have to guess anymore what is a good rev limiter for you to use if you don't want to have any kind of issues. This is the number at which reliability starts to drop, the RPM number. So if we reduce the rev limiter to 6,600, let's try this out, and this one should go away. There we go, minus 1%. So this is the break point of where things start deteriorating. This is the number which your engineers give to you, like, yeah, you can rev to this number, but please don't make it go much higher. Of course, you can choose to ignore them and lose a little bit of reliability. And that's not too bad, you say. Well, then it's just 11%, so that's all good. For the knocking, it's a little bit different. The lower number shows something else there, and that is, let me show that to you. Here, if we up the compression, then you see the top number is the reduction in reliability, while the lower number is the general power multiplier. It will also be a percentage value. And needs an icon still. But yeah, that's the general power loss you incur because of the knock. Another thing worth pointing out is how much faster the engine designer is now in Unreal, as we have optimized things a bit more, but also in general the design of how things are put together is much more conducive to actually switching some of the options. For instance, you probably all have been in a situation that you wanted to design an engine and then suddenly you realize, but nah, maybe a V6 is better than a V8 in this case, and then you press the button and you have to wait quite a few seconds and the engine rattles on, putting together the new components. This isn't the case here. As you can see, the switch is basically instant. It is much quicker right now. So what I haven't shown you so far, I think, is the functionality of this here. So we are in family 4, and now let's say you want to do a few more things with this one, like make 2 variants. So we just press clone twice here, and then we could go in here and edit this one, and now we are on the other engine. And you can just quickly change, and you can even name them in here if you want to. And all the functionality is already in here. It's still looking very gray, and well, the design overall isn't done yet, but the functionality is completely there. So you can also compare engines. Let's go here, and we could take this clone. Let's change it up. As you can see, the family is now locked, as we have more than one variant. And we could now change, for instance, the cam profile and compare this one to, you can see the current selected one, and we compare it to the original engine and have the stat comparison right here, changing modes and so on, as I showed you last time. Just one quick note about the exhaust heating, because you guys will certainly point it out in the comments otherwise. No, the exhausts won't heat that quickly in the version you will be seeing. They are currently set to a very, very low threshold for heating, because we are still working on the heating in general, like the artwork for it, and that means that it's just better to have a very low threshold so that we can explore all of it while we still don't have turbos. Alright, so with this disclaimer in mind, let's have a quick listen. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and see you guys in 2017.